Hello friends, today we are going to make a salt dough bowl that has leaf imprints in it. So what you're gonna need is you're gonna need 1 cup of flour, a half of cup of salt, and a half a cup of water. You also might need a little bit of extra flour as we make our bowl. And then you'll need to go collect some different kinds of leaves. We are going to use these leaves and the texture in these leaves to actually create and decorate our bowl. So here is how this is going to work. I will post all of our ingredients at the beginning of this video you might see here, and I'm going to show you how to mix them now. The first thing we're going to add is the flour. So we'll dump that in our bowl. Then you can add your salt. You will then need a spoon to stir your mixture, and then you can start to add your water. As you can see, I haven't used all of my water, but my dough is forming to be a lot less sticky. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my hands to finish up mixing my dough. Make sure I get all the salt dough into a ball, and I'm kneading it, which means I'm squishing it with my hands back and forth to make it nice and smooth, because you want a smooth texture for your salt dough. Once you've mixed up your dough, you have made enough to make 2 bowls. So right now I'm just going to show you how to make one of the bowls. We're using half of the dough. You can go ahead and use your fingers to press out the dough to make it a bigger circle, or if you have a rolling pin, you can use a rolling pin. I'm going to add a little more flour. You might need a grown-up to help you do this. And then I'm going to roll out my dough. I'm going to get some flour all over my salt dough, and I'm going to use a rolling pin back and forth with my hands to roll out my dough. All right, now comes the fun part where I get to use all the leaves that I picked. What you're going to do is you're going to use the leaves that you found from outside, and we are going to make some texture in or on the outside of your bowl. So what I'm going to do, or on the inside maybe, it's up to you, is you're going to take a leaf and you're going to find the side that has the veins. This is the side of the leaf, usually the back side. It has more texture if you feel the leaves. You're going to take your leaves and you're going to press them into your salt dough. I'm just tapping. I'm not pushing really hard. I'm just tapping the leaves. Once you tap it down, make sure you give it a good massage. Go ahead and you're going to peel it out. It's okay if your leaf rips like Mr. Haas. And you should be able to see the texture of the leaf. You can use the same leaf, or if you have a bunch of different leaves, maybe you'll want to do some different textures. It's totally up to you. I like the way my bowl looks now. Because it's flat, we have to make it round. I am going to put this piece inside of this bowl. And all I'm going to do is very carefully lift up this piece and put it inside of this bowl. You might need a grown-up's help to do this. I would put a little flour in your bowl. You can go ahead and just rub it around to make sure your bowl does not stick to your salt dough. You can go ahead and very carefully, you might even need a knife or a spatula and the help of a grown-up to lift up your bowl and put it into another bowl. At this point, you are ready to let your salt dough dry. You can bake your salt dough for about 3 hours at 150 degrees, or you can let your salt dough dry for about 3 days. If you let your salt dough dry, it might dry faster if you let it dry out in the sun. You can also leave your salt dough flat, so you don't need to make it into a bowl. If you want to do this, you can make it into a hanging decoration that you can put somewhere around your house later. Whatever you create, I bet it will be awesome. Happy creating, my friends!